Okay, Handsome Dick Manitoba back with you. I'm so bad at this shit. I'm so new at YouTube. Excuse me. That's what I get for eating cheese. That my son called, Jake, to tell me about the home run one of the Yankees hit. And I'm sitting and laying in bed watching the game. I'm watching everything. And I talked to him for like a minute on the phone. I thought it would be cool and entertaining for the show. No, it stopped the show. So this is part two. I mentioned something about UFC sold for $4.6 billion. It was sold for like 4.1 or 4.2. It's really interesting. Look up the top 10 richest franchises in the world. There's like 3 soccer. You would think soccer would be up there. Dallas Cowboys, New York Yankees, yay. All right, anyway. The thinking is that there's so many countries in the world, and every country, Ireland, roots for Conor McGregor. You could, just load up a card with Irish people, and they're all going to root. That's how boxing's always been. The Jews root for the Jews, the Italians root for the Italians. You know what I mean? They got the whole planet to build an audience with. And I got to tell you, since I'm a little kid, boxing always thrilled me. Boxing, a good boxing match still thrills me, but they're few and far between compared to the good UFC matches. Now, once you start liking a UFC fighter, like I like Khabib, I like Nate Diaz, I like John Bones Jones, I like Conor McGregor, you get really, really excited when they fight, especially if it's a good fight. And here is my main point. This is what the UFC does so well. Even if they don't have a great fight, if you keep watching all week long, keep watching and watching and watching, everything they're doing to push the fight, it's like they will talk you into it being a great fight. It could be a great fight, but even the ones that probably aren't, by the time you get to the fight, oh my God, I can't miss this fight. That's how good the UFC is in promoting, in self-promoting. And forget Conor McGregor. Muhammad Ali was the greatest genius at an era where there were no other people. It was like Will Chamberlain. There was basically no other great big men. Now everyone's a big mouth and trying to be a wise guy, and most of them suck at it. Conor McGregor is a genius. Absolutely brilliant. So this week, Khabib, not Khabib, Khabib, who's 27 wins and no losses, is going to fight Dustin Poirier, who I mentioned, has 6 wins in a row and has looked better and better and better with each fight. Now here's the thing. I listened to Dustin Poirier, and he said, we've been studying every move where your body can't shift certain ways. You can't let him do this. You can't let him do that. You can't move in an angle against the cage. You can't have your body weight going this way. I'm just repeating like he's blah, blah, blah. You got to do this. We study. And I have really got my takedown defense amazing. Okay, maybe he'll knock Khabib out. That's the excitement of the fight. This guy could knock Khabib out. Tremendous puncher, puts a tremendous amount of pressure on you. Khabib is a fucking lunatic who's been fighting bears since he's 8 years old. His father is like the best wrestler in the world from not Kazakhstan. What the hell's the name of that country? Dagestan. I knew it ended in a stan. Dagestan. And all everybody does in that country is wrestle. And he's 27-0. So the thing is, like I say, Poirier might win. In this world of fighting, you clip a guy coming in, 13-second knockout for Conor McGregor over one of the greatest, you might knock him out. But the way this guy's talking is, I've studied the movements. I know how not to let my body go. I know what not to let him do. My takedown defense, that's what I've been working on. Okay. Then something else happens. You walk in the cage, he walks in the cage, and the door shuts. And now you're facing the greatest wrestler who ever walked into the octagon, who's 27-0, whose father is going to be in his corner, and you're fighting in how do you say it? Abu Dhabi? Abu Dhabi, yeah. You're fighting in Abu Dhabi. Now, that could be a little pressure, hometown crowd. You want to show off. But here we go. Saturday, and it's on at 2 in the afternoon. Usually the pay-per-views are on 10 o'clock at night. But because it's Abu Dhabi, it's 2 in the afternoon. I'll be watching it. I'm rooting for Khabib. I love Khabib. And all those things the guy studied and studied. Does he think Khabib is like eating potato chips and picking his nose? Khabib is watching how this guy moves. He's watching how this guy is aggressive, how he punches. He's watching with his crew, with his father, who he's with all his life wrestling. He's watching this guy's move, just like he's watching his moves, okay? So to just say, I studied takedown defense. Get in the fucking ring with a wrestler who's 27-0, and he might not take you down the first 5 times, but you know what? If you don't knock him out, he'll take you down eventually. And you know what? He smashed you, boy. He smashed your face, boy. The pick here from Handsome Dick Manitoba is Khabib, not by decision, by some sort of violent action. I'll be watching it 2 o'clock Eastern Time, Saturday afternoon. Don't you wish you had this, man? Come on. Get your initials. Your own bathrobe. Winter's coming. Cover my head. Royal blue. Real manly color. Have a good night, everybody.